Hey everyone, this is Sirloin of Beef here, and this is the first video on the channel and the first video in what I hope to be a nice series here on the newly released Court Farms here for Farming Simulator 22. So let's see here. So I've made a few changes. This is not going to be the starting equipment that you get if you were to install this map and start playing it just in the new farmer mode. I've went ahead and replaced the equipment with pretty much all modded equipment here, just to kind of change it up a little bit. Sure, a lot of people are playing this right now, and there's a few other let's plays out there on YouTube, so I just wanted to change it up, be a little bit different here. So uh, starting out over here, I try to keep everything close to what you start with. The one tractor I got is a little bit more powerful than what you start with, but it's nothing too crazy. Still gives us plenty of stuff to work towards. Uh, so the first one here, normally you would have the Massey. I got that switched out for the Fend Favorite 916 here. And then normally here in this garage, we got a John Deere. It's the 4000 series, something I think. I can't remember exactly. I didn't take too much look at the starting equipment to begin with, but we got that swapped out. This is the one I was saying is a little bit more powerful here. We got the Lamborghini Mach, what is it, 230, yeah. So we got that one there. That's like 220, and normally the highest horsepower tractor you get has like 190 horsepower, but this one's got 226 if I remember correctly, so it's a little bit stronger than what our normally get. But like I said, again, nothing too crazy. Still gives us plenty of stuff to work towards. And now one thing I will say is I did put all the tractors in the spots and tried to put all the equipment in the spots that it normally would be. So when you start like in this spot will be the Massey, and there will be the John Deere. And then over here, we start with one of the base game trailers. It is the let's see which one you start with. It's this one right here, the crampy half pipe. But I got that switched out here for the Flegel Gigant, I guess, ASW. Got that one in there. And over here, let's see. So normally you would have the New Holland starter combine. I got that swapped out for a modded. We got a Claas 580 Takano here. Again, pretty close to what the New Holland is. This one's got like a maybe 1500 more liter capacity, and I think the header I got over here, the 770. I think it's like zero point 0.1 or zero point 0.2 meters bigger. So again, nothing too crazy. And plus, with this farm, there it is, pretty tight quarters through here, if you can't tell. So nothing can't be rocking with anything too big here. Uh, what are you doing? This thing seems to have a mind of its own here. I got the mower, the back mower that you get in New Farmer. I got that swapped out for the SIP back mower here, and I got our cultivator and plow. I got that swapped out for the Ermo equipment here. Instead of a plow, I went with a subsoiler. I think that's going to do us a little bit better. And yeah, the cultivator. So there's that. I swapped out the Amazon for the Breedle here because this one can also do lime. Which, oh, speaking of, I do have precision farming turned on here, so we do have that. Of course, we haven't obviously done anything yet. This is just from the beginning here, and we also have our cedar here. I went with the Alpego Jet X here, 4 meters. The one you start with is like 3. So again, nothing too crazy. Pretty much right on par there. And yes, the last thing, of course, here we went with the Fendt. This is the Heston baler. I decided to go with that. Match the Fendt tractor that we got over there. So even though I think it's too small to pull it, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. We also have our front loader tools over here, which these are the JCB tools, because that's another thing you start with over here. You would normally have the smaller um, telehandler. Instead, we got the the JCB rather Agri Plus here, so we got that as well. But that is everything as far as the farm equipment there that we'll be running with this. And let's see what we have here to get started with. So, nope, don't need the store. Oh, let's see. So, again, I am brand new to this map. I have just set up the equipment and just jumped in here for this video for you guys. So it looks like we got a crop ready to grow here. That is wheat. Let's see, and we also got 54 and 57. Let's see. So those, what do we have here? Okay, so that one's cultivated, so that one's got nothing in it. So that one's ready to get something planted in it. And that one looks like it's probably going to be grass. Yeah, that one's grass. Okay, cool beans. All right, and then let's see what we have over here. We have our crop calendar. It doesn't look like we wanted, probably not going to do anything in the planting there in that field right now. Let's see, we'll probably, yeah, because then next month it looks like we'll have all the linseed, rye, let's see, alfalfa, and then of course all the oats, wheat, and barley here. All right, so what I think we're going to go ahead and do here is let's go ahead and jump in the Fent here. And also, I'll go ahead and show you my settings real quick, actually, before we get started real quick. Of course, no animals yet. We have them on the farm, but no animals yet. And let's see. Yep, here we go. Yep, we got a YouTube Farms here. And let's see. So we're going to be running 3 times time scale here. I got it on the easy difficulty because I would like to progress with this series. And I know it is obviously a lot more realistic to put it on the harder difficulties, but I think it just kind of slows down the progression there because, you're not making much money with the crops and the sale prices and things like that. So I think just for a better progression, it'll be better to have it on easy here. Let's see. Of course, we're gonna have seasonal growth on. We're just doing 1 day months. We got crop description on, period plowing on, periodic rolling. This is actually a mod. I have that on, and I got that turned off. Just because feel like it's kind of a nuisance with that. We also have Fieldstone off, but I do have Weeds on. So those are settings there. Got Dirt set to Fast. If you couldn't tell, that's why the JCB was dirty already, because this does have the mud system in it. So you drive through that, and it just throws it all over everything. So we're probably going to have to invest in a pressure washer pretty soon. Stop and go braking. There's all those settings. And of course, obviously, if we're running any AI workers, they're not just going to be buying it. We're going to have to make sure we keep all of our stuff filled up. And that is that. So, like I said, let's go ahead. We are in the Fent now. Let's go ahead. We're going to back up over here. Actually, you know what? It'll probably be a better idea to get the combine out if we're going to go over there and get that wheat taken care of. All right, so we'll leave that running there real quick. Let's jump over to the combine, and then I'll come back and I'll get that header trailer there. Ooh, that's a great camera. With the Fent, because like I said, it is very tight in here. Even with the starting equipment that you normally get, it is extremely tight in here. So. Back it up a little bit. All right, and we're off to the races, or to the field rather. See, look at that. You get in there and man, it gets dirty. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I can line this up here. You know what? I think I know what I'm going to do. We're just going to pull this forward here. We're going to back up into here, and we'll just drive right in front of ourselves. Well, no, there's a fence right there. That's not going to work. Let's go around this way. Oh. Destroy the crop. And we'll leave it right there, turn that off, and let's go get our header trailer. Ooh, it's a tight fit. That should be good there. Oh, look at that dirt. Alright, let's get this unfolded. Oops. Okay. Alright, look at that. Let's get this out of the way here. Just put that there for now. Alright, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and just put this over by our tipper trailer, because I know we're gonna need to grab that here in a second. Let's see. Might have to drive through some bushes here to be able to get around. Probably should have backed the combine up a little bit more, but it'll be alright. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, and I don't really know how long this video is going to be. I'm probably just going to go ahead and do this one field, and then we'll see what the time's at. We'll probably end up doing the baling and prepping one of the other fields in the next video or later in the season here. But for now, I know this one's going to be a little bit longer again. First video, and on top of that, just kind of that basic intro kind of stuff there, where showing you all the tractors and everything, so it's not jumping right into it here. So let's see, I should know all these controls here, but I still gotta look at this because I've been let's see, we want to make sure the straw swath is enabled. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. Alright, let's get into it here. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a headland first, and then we'll start going up and down or back and forth, whichever you want to call it. But guys, let me know what you think. Obviously all comments, criticism is welcome here, especially being the first video on the channel. If you see any areas of improvement, maybe the audio needs to be dialed in a little bit more, maybe I'm moving the camera around too much, making you sick, whatever have you, it's all appreciated, so we can just make everybody's time here just a more pleasant experience. So while we're kind of watching this go around the field here, I figured I'd talk a little bit about what what I have planned so far for, this channel and this series here that I hope it to become. Right now I haven't really said anything in stone really where I'm looking to go with the series here specifically. Probably going to be going into some animals here, looking at that. I know that this one's got rabbits added in there, which is new for the animals there, because that's not one of the base game animals here. But also going to be getting into the general stuff like the chickens, cows, probably not horses, to be honest with you. I've never really done much with the horses, and honestly I haven't done much with pigs either in this game, so maybe we'll get some little piggies and grow some bacon seeds there. Right, so let's see, looks like the yield's pretty good here. I didn't check to see how fertilized this field is or how well taken care of it was, but it seems to not be too bad. Doesn't look like the straw swath is that big, but it's alright. We'll definitely make sure it's a lot better when we get it all taken care of here. Alright, let's line up here. But yeah, so there is a lot of other games that I play as well. So I do a lot of farming simulator. For sure, that's definitely one of the ones that I played more, I would say, than the other games in my Steam library here. But I definitely do have a wide selection here, so let me know what kind of games you're into, and maybe we'll start a series on that one. I do a Ark Survival Evolved, a set of Corsa. Do have a full racing setup actually for that, so I've been getting big into that as well. Another simulator game. So a lot of others out there. Apex Legends, Warzone, things like that. Get into those as well. Now I have to say that if you are interested in those, I am pretty bad at those, so that could be some more entertainment there, watching me fail miserably at trying to win the battle royales. But it is still something I enjoy, and if that's what y'all want to see, I'll throw some videos up there of me trying to run some battle royales there. Right. Seems to be going along pretty well here. Don't want to talk too much. I'm sure you'll enjoy the harvester going through the field without having to hear my yapping voice here, but don't want to be too quiet. Again, still a little bit of an awkwardness to it, you know. I would say when you're starting a YouTube video, trying to make a channel here and make these videos, and you know, if usually you're in a live stream, kind of doing like the Twitch thing, you know, you're talking to your viewers and things like that. But this is definitely a different experience, I have to say. Uh, you know, playing the game and talking to myself essentially as I drive up and down the field here and through the neighboring farmer's hedge there. But yeah, it's definitely something that's interesting. I would say trying to you know, keep it going and not make it awkward where it's just silence, but also not yammer on about pointless things and just kind of get lost in thought essentially, which is very easy for me to do. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents there on a first time ever doing anything like this. Sure, if this continues, depending on how successful this becomes, looking back on it, maybe 2 or 4, 10 years from now, it'll be quite a topic of laughter there to just crack up at how awful this first video was. But that's where you guys come in, you know. Let me know what you think about, you know, the game, the audio. You know, is there, you know, and we're not locked in on this map either. You know, I just know this is the newest map that's out right now, and I have seen you know, a couple reviews and a couple let's plays on it, so it definitely looked interesting to me. So I figured with it being the new map and it looks good, you know, that I'd give it a shot. But if y'all, you know, want to see a different map or a different different area, you know, feel free to let me know and I'll check it out. I'm not closed-minded to any and all opinions here. Actually, that's a good point there. That's another one that I might actually start streaming as well, but it does seem a bit difficult to get into. Is one of the kind of construction maps that I have. It's called PV Canyon Crossing. I can look it up. It's by Dashnet. It's a very, very interesting 16x map, which of course makes it PC only. But and we're full. Look at that! Don't run into the prop. Okay, let's get our boom out here. And where's our chargers? Up there. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep from teleporting and bouncing around the map here, just because, you know, I want to try to stay semi-real here. And kind of keep it a little bit more realistic, but ooh, sliding. All right, let's get in here. I say this, I drive out over all these rows of straw. Let's see if I can fill that up. Turn you off, get back in the combine. But yeah, like I said, it's a great map, but it's very, very complex. So this starting it out is kind of interesting. but we can do something wild and crazy like that, or if you just want to see, you know, uh, Elmcrest or uh, Silver Run Forest, just the base game maps, that's fine too. I'll jump into one of those. Or if you think having all of the modded equipment is maybe a little too much and you want to see the video with more of the natural starting equipment, we can go that route too. This was my kind of idea to go with this, to kind of change it up from what everybody else is doing and make something hopefully a little entertaining for you guys and girls, of course, obviously, all inclusive. So we got one full grain tank there, and it looks like we're a little bit more than halfway done, so I don't know what that's gonna leave us with here. What do you all think? Do you think we're gonna get another full grain tank here, or do you think we're gonna be able to finish this field off? I think we're gonna be able to finish it off. And I do want to let everybody know that as I will, be responding to, and obviously taking everybody's comments and questions into consideration. But I'm probably going to go ahead and wanted to let everybody know that if you don't see a response or an answer to anything in the next video, that's most likely because I've done multiple videos in a row here. So I probably, by the time you've seen the second or third video, I'm just then going to be looking at your comments, because I'm going to, the way that I have, the way that my schedule works with my home life and work and everything like that is kind of doing the videos in a kind of a batch recording, and then releasing them at different times. Which that's another thing, obviously with this being a new channel, there's no schedule or anything like that. It's not like we're going to have Farm Sim Fridays or, which would be great. I would love that, but there's nothing set in stone like that. It's going to be kind of a when I have time, when I'm available. I will try to keep as much content coming, getting posted as I can, but this is going to be more of a hobby for me, so nothing, nothing that I can stop everything else in my life that's going on just to do the videos. So it might be a little spotty at first, there might be a lot at first. It's, who knows, it's just what life has in store for all of us. But definitely want to try to get a routine onto this, but keep in mind there is no set schedule to this at right now. As the channel grows and as things progress, and we kind of dial into what games we're playing a lot, what series we're following, things like that, we'll develop a schedule at that time. But right now it's It's going to be a little bit more up in the air and see where see where the river takes us, so to say. Go with the flow. Yeah, we're not even at 40%. We're definitely not going to get filled up here. Right, we are almost done here. Couple more passes. Looks like the last one right here. And then we'll get this wheat unloaded into our tipper there and take that over to our silo, because right now it's probably not a good sale price to be getting rid of that. But we'll see. Hey, maybe if there's a good price, we might have to go ahead and sell it, because there is a few things that I think we need to get here. We're still gonna need a bale trailer. We don't have a bale trailer to move the bales. We definitely want to look into getting a sprayer so we can take care of the weeds. Let's see what else. And the animals, of course. Obviously, start the animals. I'm probably going to go ahead and start with the. Oh, you know what? I probably should have closed that up. Let's close that up first. There we go. All right. We'll let that sit there. Let's go take this over. But yeah, so we want to get the animals and the things that go with the animals. With the wheat here, we could definitely start out with chickens right away, but I don't think chickens is going to give us a whole lot. I want to hold off on the chickens for now. Man, she is struggling. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Looks like some of the mud through here is causing it to slip a little bit, but she's getting through it. Oh, of course, I had to jinx myself. Come on. There we go. Alright. Never doubted it. Let's go ahead and empty that out. Fit through there, so shouldn't be too bad to get through here now, since we don't have all that weight on us. Put our trailer back over here, and that will wrap up the video for today. I thank you all very much for taking the time to watch, if you have made it this far. And please, hit that like and subscribe button there, and provide all feedback is greatly appreciated, especially with this being my first video in a brand new channel here. Definitely like to make, like I said, everything more enjoyable for all of us, and provide y'all with some great content. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for taking the time again to watch my video here, and take care. Bye bye.